I've always been asking for some reason is Mothra and Godzilla a couple? We've seen pictures like this one, I think by Fallen Angel 5414, and pictures such as this one. I have no idea who drew this, but a lot of these have been circulating the internet, and they're so cute, but they're also kind of weird, because it shows Mothra being in love with Godzilla, and this makes sense because from the get-go, Godzilla and Mothra have always been a mutualistic species or a mutualistic partnership. She's the queen of the monsters, he's the king of the monsters. So, yeah. It makes sense for people to suggest that there is a romantic angle between the two because Mothra is willing to sacrifice herself for him. I mean, usually mutual species, they get from out of each other what they can to survive. So it doesn't make sense for another animal, at least in very general cases, maybe in the rare cases it's like that, but generally if one of the species is in great danger, the other one's just like, all right, sucks to be you. They'll defend them against danger, but the minute that animal is prepared to die and things look like the shit that hit the fan, then those guys are out. They're like, I'm gonna find another one of your species to have a mutual relationship with because this is no longer an inviting environment or circumstance for me. But with Mothra, she is willing to basically sacrifice her life for Godzilla. Now, the reason why we believe that Mothra does this is because Mothra can be reborn. Now, she can't regenerate at the level that Godzilla can, but she can be reborn. So Mothra has this rebirth ability that seems like reincarnation because she remembers who she is and who Godzilla is, even if she died and comes back as a baby. Either the babies have her identical memories and it's shared throughout across the generations, or she's literally the same consciousness in a different body. It's almost like she behaves as the protector for Godzilla. But why? Why would she spend all that time and energy in protecting Godzilla? Well, against dangerous forces like Ghidorah that threaten the ecosystem or threaten Godzilla's rule, Mothra will turn against them because just like Godzilla, she has this internal calling to protect and to guard the planet. Going back to the theory that I suggested in previous videos, it could even be that Godzilla and Mothra had ultimate forms before these bodies. That they, just like Ghidorah, were actually alien life forms that came to this earth a long time ago. And that's why they seem to exist out the natural law of things, it seems, when it comes to animals and biology. It would make sense if Godzilla and Mothra were actually the same species where they came from, and upon coming on Earth, they assumed different bodies or avatars, and that would make sense why they seem to know each other and get along so well. But the simplistic and most scientific answer that people don't want to hear is just that Mothra has something that she wants and Godzilla is the tool to get it. Mothra knows that she's not as strong as Godzilla, but she wants there to be order in the planet and in this general planetary ecosystem. And she can only best do that with the strongest monster who wants the same thing. And as far as she knows, it's Godzilla. Throughout the ages, Godzilla's species has been the one to cap everybody's asses. So Mothra knows that if there is a threat, she has a better chance at going against that threat and the planet being saved and protected if she teams up with that thing. Think of Godzilla being Mothra's horse. She's using him, and she only sacrifices herself because she knows she's gonna come back. I don't think if Mothra knew if she was going to die forever, that she'd just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna fly into Ghidorah's oncoming gravity beams and just incinerate myself. I think things would be pretty different under those circumstances, to be honest. There's nothing romantic about it. There's just Mothra being a badass and doing what she needs to get done to make sure that the realm is protected. I honestly think if Godzilla was the issue, I mean, I think in older movies they cover this too, or maybe I'm remembering wrong. It's been so long. I have to rewatch all those movies, and it's been too long. But if Godzilla had turned against the Earth and threatened everybody else's survival, I'm pretty sure, based on what we know about Mothra's personality, that she'd turn on Godzilla too. So while these little furry fan fictions are cute, pretty weird, but because where would you stick it? Like, I don't know, but why did I, God damn it. Okay, so these are adorable, but I don't think that this is the reality of it. Went to that place. Jesus Christ. This is why people usually have scripts, so you don't say stuff like that, and I'm too lazy to edit it out. So, think of it what you will. But I don't think Mothra and Godzilla are boinky boinking. And if it would help the planet, Mothra would do it, but that's not why she's doing what she's doing. I don't think there's a romantic angle between Godzilla and Mothra. I don't even think he understands fully what Mothra has done. I mean, he's like, okay, that bunk thing's gonna come and save me. Power up, awesome. He just sees her as an insect, maybe. And maybe he doesn't. Maybe he sees her as like a regular kaiju, but because he's the alpha, it's expected of everyone to sacrifice themselves for him. I'm a god. I'm Godzilla. You're beneath me. Yes, Mr. Sarazawa, a little human who I don't care about, blow up that nuclear bomb because that is your role in this world, to make me feel better so that I can kick everybody else's ass. That's what Godzilla is about. So that's our theory. There is no romantic angle between Mothra and Godzilla. I know, boo-hoo, Mothra only sacrifices because she cares about the realm of the planet, and Godzilla is the best tool in making sure that stability is achieved and kept in the ecosystem. And Godzilla just uses her because what does he do for Mothra? Nothing, really. She's always the one sacrificing herself for him, so... But anyways, I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about this. The whole thing is so hilarious. Let us know what you think in the comments, and thanks so much for watching. This has been Ultiori. You ask, we answer.